What's up, everyone? Welcome to this really amazing episode. I know we haven't ever met yet on YouTube, but this is the first of many. So I am so glad. I am so glad that we are here today. And now, because you know that we are planning for the gathering, which is happening on 29th of August this year, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. And you know that our theme is walk out of, walk into. Now, as we think about that, I am trying to help us to understand what walk out of is and what walk into is. And because of that, I have a conversation today. And you are just privileged, by the way, that you get to actually listen in on this conversation with an amazing woman of God. She is an amazing,
Hallelujah.
amazing woman of God, and her name is Nyawira Gachugi. Now, I have known Nyawira for many years, since 2019. Back then, Nyawira had like a fro. Do I go there and talk
Tell them
about how
about my skinny frame.
she had cut her hair and we were really just figuring out life. But if you see where Nyawira is today, the Lord has really done an amazing work with her. And it is such an honor and a privilege that Nyawira is here to help us understand, walk out of, walk into from a very personal perspective. So, Nyawira,
Wow, 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 wow.
it is such an honor
I'm so happy to be here, Zippy.
to be talking to you today. I don't know. I don't know. You and I know.
Even me, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just they don't know, but
Yeah.
it is such an honor to be talking to you today. And yeah, so
Yes.
walk out of, walk into.
Yes.
How are you feeling about that theme, first of all?
Yeah.
What do you understand by that?
Motion.
Motion. That's
Yeah,
great.
that's
great.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think motion, because regardless of where you're coming from or where you're going to, there's no stagnation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to be in an ability to transpose yourself from stagnation into continuity or continuity into stagnation. One of them is going to happen.
Continue to into stagnation.
Yeah.
Because it can happen
It
like
can
that
happen.
sometimes.
It can happen.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a very good way to look at it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
one of the things that really amazed me about you, a lot of things amaze me about you,
Thank you,
Nyawira.
Zippy. Thank you. Thank
A
you.
lot of them.
Yeah.
If I start mentioning, we will run out of time. Yeah. But one of the things that really strike me about you is how you say that you were born again when you were 8 years old.
Yes.
And I have really been meaning to ask.
Okay.
How did that happen? How did that look like?
Ah.
Like, just take us through that.
Yeah.
Take me through that.
So,
Yeah.
I was a little girl. We lived in Karen at the time, and my mom's very best friend, her name is Auntie Miss Mary. And we met, actually, I saw her last year again. It was a beautiful time. We connected.
Yeah.
She used to go to what was Nairobi Pentecostal Church, which was CITAM. And so we were born Anglican. And so we would go to things. But that day, I don't know, I think moms, their best friends, they said, "Tuende church yako tutembe." So I went with her. And when we went, I sat in the congregation. At the time, and CITAM Karen was a tent.
Yeah.
And we were seated there, and Pastor Dennis White, I think now he's bishop, but Pastor Dennis White was preaching, and I was talking about love. And it was so weird because Sunday school had already been called. And that Sunday, I sat in the sanctuary next to my mother, and he preached this beautiful message about there's so much joy and there's hope in this love that we have from God.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so cool. What is this thing? Who wants to receive salvation? I put my hand up. And because my mother is an African mother, she told me, it's not a joke. Put down your hand. I was like, no, I'm putting up my hand. I want to receive salvation.
Yeah.
And I went straight to the front.
At 8 years old.
At 8 years old. I'll never forget, because I was the youngest that time because everybody was at Sunday school. I was not on the main church.
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm always grateful for was, regardless of the fact that I was the youngest there was a lady called Rose, God rest her soul. She met with me every Sunday and asked me, have you read your Bible this week? Have you prayed this week?
8 years old.
Yes, which was discipleship. Now, people are just going to think, this girl, she was like, she was in the temple. No, I wasn't. I mean, that lady was devoted to making sure that I understood some biblical principles about salvation.
Okay.
And I'm forever grateful to her.
Oh, that's amazing. Because I've always been thinking about it, and I'm like, how was that like?
Yeah.
Who led you to the Lord?
Yes.
And how did you build your foundation?
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, but I need to give a big disclaimer. I gave my life to Christ at 8, and I was in the church since. However, I would like to say I came into my identity with God a bit older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
that has always been the thought. Because I
Mm.
have also grown up in a
Mm.
very Christian household.
Mhm.
I mean, for as long as I can remember,
Mhm.
my mom was preaching. For as long as I
Mm.
can remember, my dad was also preaching.
Yeah.
I have always gone to church. There
Yeah.
has never been a day in my life
When you
that
are
I
not
have
in
not,
church.
exactly,
Yeah.
I have always known the Lord
Yeah.
from a very young age.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
my personal encounter with God came much later,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm. Mhm.
despite the fact that I knew of Him.
Yeah.
And I probably, well, not like you, that I
Mm.
remember at 8 years old, I
Mm.
had given my life
I
to Christ,
remember
you know.
September. Never
Oh,
forgotten. Yeah.
wow.
And it's funny. I usually tell my husband when his birthday month. He said, "Tell God that's my holy month."
You know, He ordained him.
He was born.
Oh,
I was born again. Ha 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 ha.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So I have always been thinking about it because I know at
Yeah.
that point you were very young,
Mhm.
you hadn't experienced much of life.
No.
And then we grow up,
Yeah.
and then you get to interact with, oh, wow,
Huku ni
there's the
kunoma.
world. So what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so perhaps I would want to ask,
Yeah.
was your faith ever challenged? Since you gave your life to Christ
Yeah.
and your foundations were
Yeah.
built by that very lovely
Yeah.
lady,
Yeah.
at what point,
Yeah.
or do you think that there was a point,
Yeah.
just as you were growing and becoming,
Yeah.
where your faith or your belief in God was ever challenged?
I don't think it was challenged. I think I grew. I don't think I ever reached a place where I said I don't believe in God,
Yeah.
or a place where I wanted less of God. You see, in as much as I gave my life to Christ at the age of 8, I still was in a Christian home.
Yes.
So seeing people reading the Bible was not unfamiliar. My dad every year would get us devotionals, God and Me, never forgotten it. It would have puzzles and coloring places, and never forgotten. And so one of the things that he was very keen on doing, and I think this is the beauty about discipling parents, is that no matter how crazy you are in your youthful foolishness, every birthday to date, I still get a Bible. Even today, in fact, the one he
So, like,
got
how
me,
many Bibles do you have?
too many, too many. In fact, Dad, if you're watching, I think it's enough now. Yeah. And he got like, and it's
Oh, but
study
that's
Bibles.
great.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think it's his agreement with God. That's what
Okay.
I want to make
Okay.
it sound
Okay.
spiritual,
Yeah.
but it's a thing I find very beautiful about what he has done. It's his way of discipling. So because of that, I don't think I had the chance of losing belief,
Okay.
because I was constantly exposed to this reality. Whether it was music, listening to Hope FM at the time was where
Yeah.
it was.
Ron Kenoli.
Ron Keno, okay, no, that was it. Cool
No,
down.
no,
Kirk Franklin.
no, because me, I hear that people of your
Yeah.
age listen to.
No, I didn't listen to Ron Canoli. He was a bit older. But like I was exposed to that setting. So that also has helped me not necessarily say I lost my faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
Mhm.
to ask it
Okay.
differently,
Okay.
did you ever feel like life was leading you to misstep
Mm.
out of your salvation?
Yeah.
And if life did,
Yeah.
how did the Lord lead you back on the path?
Did life
Because, like
ever
I
make
said,
me? Yeah.
you are a powerful woman of God.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
Uh-huh.
perhaps to elaborate
Yeah.
further,
Yeah. Yeah.
like I said, I've also grown up very Christian,
Yes.
in a very Christian household.
Yeah.
But when I go to high school,
Mm-hmm.
now I'm there meeting people from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing stories I've never heard before.
Yeah.
And their lives seem,
The exposure is different.
you know,
Yeah.
compared to mine.
Yeah.
And so it is in that moment that I thought I had to make a decision.
Yeah.
Or maybe I wasn't mature enough to make the decision, but it was always at the back of my mind
Mm.
that I must make a decision. So that's probably what I'm asking.
Yeah, Zippy, this is going to be a very boring discussion because of only one reason.
Mm-hmm.
I, I say this with a lot of humility. I have no understanding of myself without God.
Oh, that's great.
Absolutely. Like I don't understand a Nyawira devoid of God.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to ask myself, like, if God was taken away from you, who would be? And
Yeah.
I keep saying I'd be dead. Like I wouldn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing I have, whether it's my passion for people or my love for hearing people or spending time with them, everything is because of God.
Yeah.
Now, because of that, even when I'm exposed to other people, my biggest interest with them is, how are you without God?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
what's your deal? What's your deal?
Yeah.
And so in high school, it was interesting because it was an interesting time. I remember, so the high school I went to was Catholic,
Ah, okay.
and they never had CU. And I was this Form 1, and I mean, There was no way we were not having Christian Union. And I remember I said, let me just go and talk to the principal. And we started it.
Oh.
Me and some seniors in my high school. And I remember the first time it happened, I was like, what are you doing, Nyawira? Now that was hard for me to understand because I used to think to myself, umejituma sana young girl.
Mm-hmm.
But then looking back, I think it was just God making sure that I walk in the footsteps He's already prepared.
Yeah.
That you will get into spaces where people don't also understand God or they don't understand Him or will not want to hear Him. But that doesn't mean that you conform to them. It means that you create
Yeah.
your reality so that they can walk in it. And I mean, Zippy, kids were fasting in high school. We were praying, we were reading the Bible.
Oh, that's
You can
amazing.
do it. That's what I'm trying to tell someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You
think
don't
we
have to conform
exactly.
to the
And also
environment that you're in.
maybe just for anybody who's watching, I think we glorify our stories devoid of God so much
Mm-hmm.
that we forget that there are people who actually have stuck it out. And that's also normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
like in the interactions, because I know
Yeah.
that the Lord has put you in many spaces,
Mhm.
even before He started building platforms for
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
in the Christian
Yeah.
circles, you have worked in environments that are not necessarily Christian.
Correct.
So, what you have done
Mhm.
is just purpose to be the light.
Purpose to be the light, but exist in the darkness as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. You know,
Because the light has no business just being in the light.
holla, holla,
Yeah.
holla, holla. If Christ has taken us out of darkness into this marvelous light, then our obsession must be that where there is darkness, light is seen. It'll disappear.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not telling you to become the evangelist in secular or dark space.
Mm-hmm.
If you are truly content with your walk with God, in dark spaces you will shine. You don't have to keep on telling us every 2 seconds, Rika, shatatata. Do you know the woman of God is here? Ha 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 ha, open up the doors. You don't have to.
Be
By
lifted up, all you gates.
exactly, hey, hey, now, what are we doing? But if
Yeah.
I exist in my totality, then I express God, and by so doing, I shook His light. So that's been my reality, if I may say so.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. I
Mm.
actually really love that about you because
Mm.
even in your conversations, you always sound very grounded. And it is not shallow grounding,
Tell them,
like
Zippy, where's the camera? Look here. Tell them. Tell them.
like it's not shallow grounding.
Yeah.
There has always been a confidence
Mm.
that sits at the bottom of who Nyawira is.
Wow.
And I think just listening to
Wow.
you talk about this,
Mm.
it sort of sheds light on the person that you are
Thank you,
and the
Zippy.
confidence that you always show up in.
Mm.
So, Nyawira,
Yes.
how is baby M?
She's good. Being a mother is a great blessing.
Yeah.
It's a wonder to be a mother. It's a
Yeah.
wonder. It's a wonder. I think it's a great privilege as
Mm.
well. Yeah.
How was the transition from just being a girl
Mm.
into being a
I'm
mom?
still just a girl. Don't be cheated.
Yeah, you're still just a girl, but with a little girl.
It's true. It's true. Which is a wonder. I think it's an interesting. I'm still learning the ropes. She's fairly young.
Yeah.
I don't think I have the blueprint to teach or share anything in this area,
Yeah.
but I think the switch on in life is like, what? This doesn't stop. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I'll leave this set and I'm going to take care of her. And, she doesn't care that I was with ZP on her Divine
She
Whispers
just wants
podcast.
her
She's
baby.
like, where's my
Her
mother?
mama.
Yeah, where's my mother?
Yeah.
Where's my mother? Where is she? And it'll be back to the routine, changing the dirty diaper, breastfeeding, laughing, falling, crying,
Yeah.
then sleeping.
Do you feel like sometimes God, your relationship with God
Oh
is
my
like that?
goodness, correct.
Yeah, because God
Correct.
is just like, oh my God, I have to change a dirty diaper.
There is that stupid girl falling again. Why is she falling? She can't see the floor is hard.
Yeah.
Eh, Yeah, I think it's a thought that's been thinking a lot about.
Mm.
So my daughter is obsession now. She's like what, 8 months, going 9. She's obsessed.
And she's gorgeous.
Very.
She's like the most gorgeous little girl. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love her little smile
Thank you.
so
Because she
much.
smiles a lot. That's a happy child.
Yeah.
But she's obsessed with toys all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not even toys. It's whatever gadget she can find. She
Yeah.
will take it, put it in her mouth, and start playing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other day I was watching her and I was like, wow, this is actually fascinating for you. So I noticed the toy she wanted, the thing she wanted was dirty at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it away from her. Oh my goodness.
She
You'd
threw
have
a
thought
tantrum.
I had broken her leg. She went crazy. She
Yeah.
cried, she screamed, she cried, she screamed. And then it hit me. This is me and God. Yeah. I keep telling him what I want, but he's seeing the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when he takes it away from me, I'm like, you don't love me. You're denying me, God. or
Yeah.
have you forsaken me? But in true sense, this is actually a real. So I'm seeing God a bit more differently now. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So what's as you're speaking,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm thinking in my mind
Mm-hmm.
is us without God, we are really out of it,
Absolutely.
out of everything, out of order. As in, we are not walking in line with
Yeah.
what He wants.
Yeah.
But the moment we surrender
Yeah.
to Him, like
Yeah.
now, the way you're talking about your daughter, the
Yeah.
moment we surrender to Him, it's
Mm-hmm.
like we are walking into
Yeah. Oh,
everything
hala.
that He has for us, and that has seamlessly come out of the conversation that we are having
Mm.
about your daughter.
Yeah.
So if you are to think about your relationship with God
Yeah.
and looking at your little girl,
Yeah.
do you ever think
Yeah.
that He extends so much grace to you
Yes.
in the moments when you want to have your way, but
Yes.
He's just like,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Zippy, I'm a very headstrong person. Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. And because of that, my way often feels right. So what happens is surrender
Mhm.
is actually one of the Christian words I really struggle with.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, no. Let me remind you something.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-huh.
This was in 2019.
Okay.
You may not remember this conversation.
For sure.
We were just preparing for one of our, I think it was Bible study
Yeah.
at where we usually did our
Yes,
Bible
yes,
study.
yes, yes.
And then you found me sitting with someone, and then I don't know how the conversation happened, and then you said, I feel like as a Christian telling God I need you is very desperate.
It is. I do. I feel it. That's me. That's definitely me who said that. It is desperate.
Yeah.
And I struggle with it because surrender, in my perspective, often feels like I will have no control.
Mm-hmm.
The outcome will come as it is, and it will scare me.
Yeah.
Now that's dangerous because
For you.
for me completely.
Yeah.
Because in the same way I watch my child, so because now she's in her crawling era
Mm-hmm.
and moving around like a wild button everywhere,
Yeah.
one of the things I was sharing with our health the other day is now we can't leave her unwatched.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I thought about that the other day and I was journaling and I wrote and I was like, it's so interesting because I feel like this is what God wants me to say to him. You
Don't
can't
leave
leave
me
me
unwatched.
unwatched. Yeah,
Ah.
because I'll mess up. I'll hurt myself. I'll eat the wrong thing. I'll bleed. I'll expose myself to all the wrong things. And this is what motherhood is teaching me.
Mm-hmm.
That in the same way this child needs her parent, I need God.
Yeah.
Therefore, I am desperate.
Yeah.
Hence, I must surrender.
And you need,
I need to. I need God. I
no matter
need
how
God.
desperate it sounds.
I do because in my own strength, I can't see where the tragedy is.
Yeah.
I'll walk into an electric cable. Yeah.
You'll eat it. And then it will
Considering her father.
electrocute you from the inside,
And then I go to glory and God says, you just asked me and I've
Too
told you.
soon, too soon.
Peter will be like, oh, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you tell
Yeah.
someone who's watching us
Yeah.
today
Yeah.
and they are struggling with the same notion of
Mm.
surrender?
Mm.
It doesn't necessarily have to be they are well put together and they are struggling to surrender
Yeah.
their plans to God.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be someone who's struggling to surrender salvation,
Mm.
to surrender to God, as in to give their lives to Him.
Yeah.
Because it's like, where I'm standing, my life is good enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what would you tell that person about
Yeah.
surrender? Because you
Ah,
realize
yeah.
even getting born again needs surrender.
Completely. It is
Yeah.
a surrender game. That's so powerful. I think to that person, I'd say two things. Number one, if you think you're doing well,
Mhm.
there's better.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I think better is only where God is.
Yeah.
So you've limited yourself already. Yeah. It's glossy
Oh,
now,
that's actually
but
good.
where the other side is,
Mm.
you'll do so much better if you just let go.
Yeah.
The second thing about surrender that's important that I'm learning now is that you actually get relief because you're less tired.
Yeah. It's like the whole
Yeah,
time you're not surrendered, your muscles are
exactly. You're
clenched.
hoarding. Yeah, and maybe this is why Jesus tells us to lay our burdens and he tells us, carry my cross. It's
Yeah.
lighter. Yeah. Because our obsession is, and it's maybe just to encourage every believer, we glorify heavy crosses.
Yeah.
Like, this is the weight of my salvation. You know, this is the load. I'm carrying it. Everybody has to know that I'm doing.
Can you see? Can you see my cross?
Yeah, exactly. Are you seeing? I'm doing this for the Lord. I'm doing this for the Lord.
Yeah.
But God is looking at you and saying, I don't want you to carry it. Yeah, just release it. But then also to a believer who is having a problem with surrender, I do think that you have a challenge because you're telling God you're not good enough to take care of my life. I don't trust you.
You're telling God He's not good enough.
You're not good enough. I'm telling God, there's a limit here. I don't think you can do it. And I don't think that's how God is. So, to the person who hasn't received salvation, this side is better. Don't be cheated.
And to the person
10x.
who is in
And to the
it,
person who is in salvation, stop glorifying your ability to carry much.
Yeah.
He doesn't even want you to. He says carry your cross daily, but carry his.
He's
Exactly,
not
not yours.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. All right, Nyawira. So, 29th August, please. I just need to know.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I feel
It's
like
gonna be
we
good.
have known each other for so many years.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So let me just let you know. Let me first do my own cameo. Guys, this is Divine Whispers, but it's really Zippy's premiere into gathering people and calling people to a place where they hear God through the way she's heard him. Isn't that the way of saying it? Yeah. And so, yeah, I'm a fan of how she ministers. Like, it's not a lie. I spam her every time, like, Zippy Leo!
In
fire,
capital
fire.
letters.
And I have no shame because I celebrate what God is doing in your
Thank you.
life and I celebrate the expression of Him in you. Yeah, we're not similar, but we are assigned similarly.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think that's very important for me to also just tell guys, if you're not coming, you're stuck. You're the problem. You're the problem. You're the problem.
You know, I'll never forget that you ministered and shared, you're a woman king, but you're stuck. And I was just like, yep, that's Nyawira.
That is because you are stuck.
So you are coming.
What do you mean? What do you
No,
mean?
you just have to say in front of people.
That's 29th of August, isn't it?
Yes.
We will be there. Now, the beauty about these gatherings is they're absolutely free.
Yes.
All you need to do is register. So please make sure you come. But I'm looking forward to coming.
Me too.
Yeah. And also just unpacking the entire theme. I will say when I saw the poster, I was like, hey, Zippy's in her element. Walk out, walk in, and walk out, and walk into.
Walk in. Yeah.
I said, Zippy, just tell us we are walking, you know. But because that was such a strong tagline, I was like, there's a big message here.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about it. Well done. Well done.
Thank
in
you.
advance.
Thank you, Nyawira, for coming on board
Yeah, I have no
and for
option.
helping us understand the concept of walk out of, walk
Yes,
into, and
yes,
surrender.
yeah.
And I'm looking forward to having more conversations with you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, me too. Me too. Just to say one quick thing.
yes.
One of the reasons I'm excited about coming for your gathering is because one of the biggest, I call him my leadership coach, who is Moses. He actually embodies this text.
Moses, like Moses from the Bible?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm familiar. A new dimension, sister. New dimension.
Oh my God, I'm not deep enough.
Come on, come up, Hither. But he said it's so funny. He's in between the Red Sea, is in front of the Red Sea, and the Lord, he cries to the Lord and he tells the Lord, wow, yeah, we're dying. And God looks at him and says, why are you crying to me? What's in your hand? Stretch that thing, let's go.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting. He cried to the Lord, which was him walking into God's arms. But then when he struck the rod and the Red Sea parted, he walked them out of their stagnation into their freedom. So my success with this event is that we are going to come and cry to God. And when I leave, he's going to tell me where I'm going to walk into, which will be my freedom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's my revelation. I'm ready. But then if I don't come and cry to God, go home. Go home. You have failed. You have failed.
So thank you so much, Nyawira, for coming on board. Now, everyone, Nyawira has told you we have to meet on 29th of August. It would be an honor and a privilege to host you. So see you then at Nairobi Cinema from 11 a.m. Please register. Bye. And see you on the next conversation.